Well, it's that time, folks. It's that time. And if you ain't been paying attention to what's going on with our former baby girl, Amberlynn Reid, then you like the rest of us who had no idea what's going on. Until I got this text message from our queen Twinkie last night. Right here, look at this. Boom, waking me up, trying to wake me up. And I was like, yo, what's going on? And Twinkie said that former baby girl was going to go live about Tommy. So you know I had to wake up from my hibernation. And I was like, this is going to go down. So it was like 2 or 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. And it was all going. There was thousands of people. I think it was like at one point, there's like 3,000 or 4,000 people up in the chat. And I thought it was going to be like clickbait. And I was just going to jump right back into my futon or whatever it is and go back to sleep and just ignore it. But when I saw the title right here, we've been in a relationship the whole time. The whole time, and everybody knew it but Amberlynn Reid. Now, former baby girl, come on, your audience, and I'm gonna tell you, they know everything that's going on. The whole world knows before you, and you go over here and you lie to them time after time after time. And that's the saddest part. You come over here and you made people pay for what, 7, 8 months or whatever nonsense with your members only live stream that like 3 people was watching over there, and you was blatantly lying to them. I want you to think about this carefully. She got people that support her. They paying $9.99 a month. They asking her questions. She saying, ask me any question, I'm gonna answer it. But I guess if you're gonna lie, you're gonna tell the truth about that, right? So that's what she was doing. She was just lying on their face over and over. They would ask, oh, how Tommy doing? Are you dating? This is a famous one. Are you dating anybody? Nope. Do you have a new girlfriend? Nope. Are you dating the same person? Nope. And a million other questions that people was asking. And she was just lying and lying and lying. Then come over here and do this live stream where she gonna make like $2,000, folks. She got over 100,000 views, and I'm gonna estimate that with my digitals and stuff like that. And she gonna make over $1,000, maybe $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. And then look right here. Boom. She made $450 inside a super chat. So we up to almost $2,000 to lie to your audience. Can you imagine coming online and lying to your audience and getting $2,000? Why would you change anything about that if you are a former baby girl Amberlynn Reid? You only benefit out of this deal, and the people keep subscribing. The people keep joining memberships. They keep super chatting. Why would she ever stop? She never gonna stop, folks. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over what went on in that live stream for the people that couldn't stay up to 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning and have no clue that's going on. So while former baby girl Amberlynn Reid and her love of her life, the soft and gentle love of her life, Tommy, have officially for the 50,000 million billion time broken up, folks, and she came on to expose her. Now, former baby girl, if that's what a soft and gentle love feels like, then I'd rather be hated, because this is a mess of a relationship we're in, and it's all over the internet, and it's all because of who? It's because of you. You went over here and you would put this person on the internet and you praised them and said they the best person and you never loved anybody like that before, and you was blatantly lying, because you even exposed it last night. You said that you was arguing all the time and you was having arguments all over the place. And the best part of this, folks, Amberlynn Reid don't even change her, how can I say, her journal page. It's the same nonsense, because she says she was arguing inside of the car with Tommy. They was arguing for like minutes or hours or years. It didn't matter, right? And that sounded a little bit suspicious, right? Because isn't that the same thing you did with Beck for 2 or 3 hours or 5 hours? You was in the car with Beck arguing until Beck went inside the house to get away from you. And this is what you said you did with Tommy. You was chasing Tommy all around the house, up the stairs, down to the basement, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, bungee cording through the window, whatever you was doing. You were just running around the house, chasing Tommy around, arguing and screaming and yelling and all this nonsense. I don't even know what to say, former baby girl Amberlynn Reid, because you doing the same exact thing that you did to everybody else in the past, and wonder why this keep happening. And there's one sad thing about this. Your audience, the people you say that do not like you, right? The haters or whatever, they have been right the whole time. And if you would have listened to them, you would not be in any of these situations, right? But you too stubborn, right? You want to stick it to the haters, and this is what keeps happening. And on top of that, former baby girl come over here and said she arguing with Tommy, and Tommy calling her mean names and shaming her and doing it over and over. And she was like, oh, she calling me some nasty words. I can't even repeat it, what's going on over there, because it's rude and disgusting. But former baby girl, if your girlfriend is shaming you and treating you like that, you got to be out. You can't be dealing with this nonsense. But your fear of being alone is your biggest weakness. If you learn to be alone, former baby girl, nothing's going to happen, right? You're going to find the right person. But since you just want to dive into DMs to whoever's going to send you it, so you could say that you're not single, that you got a girlfriend and you in love, the soft, gentle love that you're talking about, is going to continue to end like this over and over. But how can this get any worse, folks? You know what's going to make it worse? It's going to be about the one and only Rarity, right? Because this is, they uproar the community, right? When Rarity disappeared and Amberlynn Reid said that she accidentally let the door open and Rarity ran out for like 1 second and disappeared to never be seen again, that ended up being a lie, because in that live stream last night, former baby girl Amberlynn Reid said this: her and Tommy was having another argument and it was getting wild, and Tommy had to escape and left the side door open, like the screen door or whatever, that slide one that you slide, and then just bounced out of there and left and drove away, right? And left the door open, and that's how supposedly that Rarity got out. But Amberlynn Reid said this also, that she didn't know for like 24 hours, like a full day, that Rarity was even missing. So how do you know when Rarity disappeared? How do you know how Rarity disappeared? And you don't, right? You know why? Because you wasn't even paying attention where Rarity was at. Nobody can disappear for 24 hours inside of a closed house and didn't see them, right? And the door was open and you making up excuses and lies. I was sitting by the door and there's a chilly breeze coming in, and then I noticed hours later that maybe Rarity escaped. I want you to think about this carefully. For everybody that was here back in the day when she made up this story, right? She made very clear details, right? So this is how manipulative our former baby girl is. She makes the details even to cover the lies of the lies of the lies that she said, right? She said clearly this, that she had opened the side doors to let Queen Twinkie out and the other dog in the house to go outside to use the restroom. And I clearly heard that, right? And then she says Rarity was near or around, and then I walked away, and then Rarity ran outside, and I don't know where Rarity ended up. See how clear that is a lie. She filled in the details, and now she's saying Tommy just ran through the side door and escaped, right? So this is what she does. How is it possible for anybody to believe anything former baby girl Amberlynn Reid says? Because she's lying so much that I don't even think her mirror image would even believe what she's saying. But how can this get any worse, folks? Because it's going to get worse. You know why? Because Amberlynn Reid's part of the, how can I say, the cast. So it's going to only go off the rails from here, folks. And you know how it's going to do? We're going to talk about what Tommy was doing that Amberlynn Reid allegedly says happened. So this is what's happened. Amberlynn Reid said that Tommy has this friend, I'm not going to say the person's name, and they talk, they from the community. I guess they from the community, right? And they talk about Amberlynn Reid. Do they talk nicely about our former baby girl Amberlynn Reid? Tommy, the soft and gentle lover? Absolutely not. So they was over there, I say, how can I say, trashing Amberlynn Reid, saying mean, disgusting things about Amberlynn Reid. And if I know correctly, in a relationship, right, when you in love and soft, gentle love with somebody, you're not supposed to be trashing them, being disrespectful. You're not supposed to do none of this stuff. But this is what Amberlynn Reid said was going on. Now, if somebody was talking about your partner, your lover, the wife, husband, or whoever you dating, right, and they was started trashing that person, the first thing you do is hit that button on there called block. Boom. You don't even respond, right? But it seems that was what was going on there. They was responding back and forth. Tommy and whoever this other person, they was talking about Amberlynn Reid, and Amberlynn Reid was wilding out because she didn't know what was going on and wanted to demand the phone to see every text message. This is like deja vu. I think I heard this in the past relationships before my baby girl Amberlynn Reid. She wants everybody to give their phone, their information, their social security number, their shoe size, whatever it is, and give her all the information. But if they dare say, could I see them Instagram DMs? I want to see who you talking about. She like, absolutely not. You never touch my phone. Get away from me. She run off into the wind, right? That's how former baby girl Amberlynn Reid. And what I'm not understanding about this whole situation, Amberlynn Reid been going with this person for months, right? She's seeing all this over and over and over and over and over one more time that this is happening. She's seeing her talking to haters. Tommy is trashing on Instagram and saying inappropriate stuff, and former baby girl is still running around chasing her down. That is wild. Now, former baby girl, you should have listened to the audience. The audience gave you the answer. It's like when you play, what's that show? Millionaire, and you got to pick the box and everyone says 7, and then you pick the wrong box and you get $1. That's what you're doing. You're ignoring the masses right here that have an idea what's going on. There's thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of people in your audience. You got 249,000 people, and you would not think that all these people in mass have, how can I say, so much experience in life, so much dating advice, so much relationship advice, so much marriage, whatever it is, they all combined have an idea, right? And if you put them all together, you're going to get some sort of correct answer, right? And what you do, ignore all them people. You know why? Because you call them haters. Sometimes the haters is the people that's giving you the right advice. Because in this situation, all the people that were supporting what was going on over there, look at what it got you. You stay with over there, you probably listen to them people. Oh, Tommy's the best. I love, you should stay with her, blah, blah, blah. And look at where you at right now. You in a bad situation. You're going to get exposed soon by Tommy, right? Or whoever they making a video about you. And you could have ignored this. You could have dodged this 100%, 0%, but you chose to run inside of the building. You seen it, what was going on. You knew what was going on, and you was listening to the people that were giving positive reaction, the stuff that you wanted to hear. Oh yeah, the hype man, you're the person over there. Yeah, Amberlynn Reid, go with Tommy, she's gonna be the best. And where did you get you? In a bad situation that now I don't even know how you're gonna recover, because once Tommy comes out and says whatever's going on, I don't even want to know what's gonna happen there. And the saddest part of this whole thing, if you didn't want to listen to the haters, you took the support of the people that's saying, yeah, thumbs up Amberlynn Reid, she's the best, or whatever nonsense it is. You should have listened to the person that you said that you love now, that you listen to and you care about and you are around all the time. And that would be your mom, right? Mama Lynn over there. And she even said, I do not like, or whatever you said, she did not like Tommy. And she said that you should have broke up and then you be out there and be on your own. But did you even listen to your own mom? The person that drives you around, take you to bingo, take you to the emergency room, drove you all the way to Wisconsin, right? 16, 18 hours to bring you to this problem that you have now, and you wouldn't even listen to her. That's the saddest part. And at this point, if you're not listening even to your mom that's giving you advice, there is nobody that can help you but yourself, and you don't want to help yourself. Well, that's the end of the video, folks, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Later.